Alright, let's see what happens. That went the wrong way. Hello and welcome back, everybody. It's your pal Impossibum here. And we're going to be getting back into Besiege. Last time, we barely made it past this level right here, zone number 7. Let's see if we can continue on and make a little progress here. So what do we... Oh, we just have to destroy this little fortification here. Well, let's just get started by making a little frame. We'll go with our default frame, maybe. Maybe make something a little bit longer, because I'm tired of it, like, almost flipping over constantly. So, let's make things a little bit... Let's not do that. A little bit more advanced this time around. And I think we're gonna want to build something that doesn't just run into it with its frame. You know, maybe we'll get a little bit more complicated with things. Let's just start getting the wheels on here. See if I can find the steering hinge here. Did I just go by it? I did. That's what I do. Alright, so we've got steering hinges on there. And let's add a little spacer on the back so that things will line up right. There we go. Let's go to the wheels here. You know what, can we do big wheels? Do we dare? We dare. I want big wheels. I'm tired of these little dainty machines, you know? I gotta get some kind of big behemoth going on to take things out. Alright. So what kind of weaponry do we even want to go with here? I mean, I'm not really sure. I don't want to turn on infinite ammo to try to get by here or anything. Actually, I don't think you can even progress that way anyway. So that makes it less advantageous to use a cannon. Let's see. We could just do maybe like a spinning... You know what? Let's just do something weird and just have like a spinning blade of death. Because, you know, how can you really go wrong with something so aptly named? So let's just start building it. Let's see what this spinning blade of death is going to be like. It might be a little bit too big. Let's go put something up there. Let's get a wheel on here, or a gear, or something. Or a medium cog, I think it'll be okay. And let's go into the mappings here, and let's put on automatic. I want it to just do its own thing. And hopefully go a little bit faster, maybe. We'll see how we can handle that. It doesn't take much for things to kind of blow themselves up, so we'll see how this goes. And now that we have that on there, we have to add another block just so that we can connect deathly things to it. So let's go with these metal blades, because they seem like fun. Who doesn't like metal blades of death? It's kind of like the world's most dangerous lawnmower or something. Okay, well, let's just put it down and see what happens. Just make sure it actually does what we want it to. And it doesn't want to turn anymore. At all. Why is it doing that? It must be too much force for the... It's weird that it's putting that much rotational force on it. I wouldn't think it'd be that extreme. That didn't work out very well at all. Okay. So we know a couple of things. First, we want to counteract this somehow. Somehow, some way. So one way to do that, if now I'm thinking about it, I want to drop this down a little bit more. So let's get rid of this block. Let's add in a regular little normal block there. And let's see if we can highlight multiple things here. Let's go with the move one. There we go. We'll grab all these. We'll just move it down a little bit. There we go. And we'll try to put a counter rotational force on here. So we'll put another wheel or gear in this case. And let's copy what we have here. Paste it here. And I think we want this to be... Can we make it set to the opposite? There must be a way to do this. I know there's a way to do it. Let's figure it out. You are... Okay, and I'm back. This is me after taking a little break and trying to figure out how do I do this. Apparently, you just hover over it and hit F and it switches around. So there we go. Let's go into this one again. Paste the parameters. That way it's exactly opposite of what the lower one is. Let's put another little block on here so that we can connect more blades of death. Oh no! We have to convert the whole thing down. That way we don't exceed the building limits. There we go. Let's add the blades. Oh no, that's not the way I wanted to do it at all. There we go. Just hit R to rotate it in that one. Okay. Now this is not going to work out very well. I'm going to still want to brace it, but I'm going to test it. Just hit play and see if it even works. Does it blow up? What does it do? Can I turn it? I keep trying to use WSAD. Alright, I get the distinct impression that they are turning at different velocities or something. And visually, that's what I'm getting. So let's try this again. See what we can figure out. Properties of this one. 1.36. 1.36. Alright. Well, this is obviously not working quite the way we want it to. So, let's see what happens when we do that. Does it work now? We're still spinning a little bit sideways, and I'm not very happy with that. And I don't think... Well, I actually don't even think we're even hitting that right now. I don't understand why. That does not seem to be successful. We may have to look into other options here. Use explosives to destroy. This is what happens when you don't read people. Wow. Okay. That's what I get. So, now we have to come up with an explosive delivery device. And I don't think that's it. Maybe some kind of catapult thrower? Or not. Some kind of weird catapult. So I think that's really where they're trying to force us here. So let's just go with it. We're going to need an arm that can swing. I think it's very likely I'm just going to use a steering bracket thing. Steering thing, so there we go. And turn it around like that. And I'll change the bindings for this so that it can be, let's go Q and E. And where I want the rotation speed to like max out on that. Alright, let's test. Does it do what we want? Kinda. Not very impressive though. See if we can increase this up a little bit. Say 65. It's arbitrary number, to be quite honest. But I'm just hoping things get a little bit more impressive. Because, you know, there's a lot of room for impressiveness right now. We're not there, okay? Actually, I think we need to change our thing a little bit here. I don't think it's in an ideal position if we consider how we're going to want to launch things. So again, we'll add a little knobber. It doesn't like this right now. We are not coloring inside the lines, and I was quite upset about it. And it's still upset. Like it just doesn't want to get over it. Let's pick this. Move it there. Are you like unupset now? Why are you still upset? I don't know why it's still upset. It's upset about everything. The world is ending. And this section is what? Why are you upset, thing? I don't know why that was so upset. Just get rid of it and we'll start again because I don't know. We're having technical difficulties today, quite a few of them. We'll just have to keep soldiering onward. I swear I just saw this. There we go. Okay. We don't actually want that there because it gets in the way, unfortunately. And this will be like the world's most primitive catapult at this rate. Mechanical. Basic. That's, it might be an armor. Yeah, there we go, the holder. And we'll just drop a bomb in there. There's a weaponry bomb. There we go. Will it just sit there? It looks like it will. Alright, let's look at the parameters for this. We'll set the speed up again. And we'll set this way up. Let's see if that even matters, if it does anything. And we'll redo these again. Q and E. Alright, let's see what happens. That went the wrong way. Let me put the controls the other way. Or remember what I even set it to. Let's sit back and throw it. Wow, that was so simple and I made that so hard. Okay, let's move forward. Let's just forget this ever happened and we're just going to go forward. What do we have to do here? Destroy 90% of everything. Well, I think this... First off, let me get rid of the... maybe I'll leave it. Let me just put the drills back on here, because I think they're pretty handy, actually. Let's put that the other way around. And we can just use the catapult to throw it at them, and then continue on with our destruction. That was instantaneous death. There we go. I don't think it worked quite as well as we wanted, but, you know, we'll live. Alright, let's see if we can run into these people, take them out. Oh, they have a cannon there. That cannon might be problematic. Let's see if we can get turned around here. Wow. That actually worked out much better than I thought it would. We got caught on with the dead guy there, but we'll just go forward. What do we have to do here? Destroy the monument. I really don't think that our little thing here can actually go that high, but I am willing to try it, because what do we have to lose? Okay, that's it. That's not even close. But we can try to make changes. Okay, that's as far forward as we can get. Let's see if we just try to add more length here. So I don't think it's going to end well, if I'm being quite honest. But we will get more leverage on that if it is way back there. So we'll just see what happens. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, that kind of worked actually. We just have to stop a little sooner. Okay, let's change the range of this. So it'll automatically stop us at the ideal trajectory. So it is going way too far right now. And I think, I don't know, probably a little under 90 degrees is what we would want. Let's try like 65-ish. Going the wrong way. There we go. Let's just see what happens. This might be much easier than I thought it was going to be. Wow. It worked. We're doing it, people. We're doing it. Okay, what are we looking at? Destroy 50... I'm wondering if we can just do this again. I'm wondering how long we can just get away with screwing off here. Wow, okay. We got I think we kind of lucked out with this mechanism here. It might have taken me a long time to get this thing working, but it's working for us now. Hint, use a grabber. Oh, we have to make a crane. Interesting. Well, I don't think a blower-upper is going to help us right now. But I do think this is really helpful. So I'll just call it primitive catapult. There we go. Make sure I spelled everything. And well, let's we obviously don't need these. I'll put this enabled so I can see what I'm hovering over here. And we'll get rid of the bomb and that, and I think we might keep a lot of the same setup here, but we'll just move it around a little bit. So let's start by get rid of that. We'll put a wheel on the bottom here. That way we can control, side to side move it and go all the way around and so on and so forth. And let's go into controls here. And I will move this to forward, will be to the right, so this will be E and Q, because this is going forward here, and that's to the right. So for me, it's easier, just remember Q, right, E, left. Alright, and from there, well, we kind of want the arm, right? At least a little bit of it. I don't know how big we can actually make this thing before it becomes unwieldy, but we might just, test that, because it's fun to do that. And, let me see here. I think I just want like one more. I don't know why I'm being picky about that, but I just want it to be one block high. And we'll go here, our trusty steering hinge, which we put on the wrong way, but we've been doing pretty much everything with, because it's pretty handy so far at least. Let's move our vehicle back a little bit to give us some room up front. Alright. Now let's add some... There we go, that's not so bad. Where's the grabber? Might be under engineering or mechanical here. Coupler, spring, suspension, slider, piston, lock, grabber. That is exactly what we're looking for right here. Okay. This is going to be awkward. In fact, I have a feeling that I should do things pretty much entirely differently than how I've done them so far. I don't know. I'm going to do this because I'm going to be a little bit crazy with myself if I don't. But I don't think anyone here should have to feel like they have to do this. But this thing's going to be under a lot of strain. It's going to be needing to drop as much weight as possible. So in that case, let's just connect things with braces. We'll save on weight and potentially make things stronger. So let's do that. Come over here. I'm going to drop. There we go. And we'll go over here. There. And since I did it there, let's do it here too. I know I'm being a little anal about this one maybe. But I think it will help. I hope it'll help. If it doesn't, I may look a little silly. But I've looked silly before. I don't think I'll stop looking silly at any point. We're just going to have to deal with it. You know what? And we can even sneak another one right in the inside there. There we go. There's another advantage. More connection points. Yeah, right in the middle. Okay. Now let's set up this one. And we're going to want this to be like an up and down kind of motion. So what I'm going to do is... which way's up for this? Where's the arrow pointing? This... Okay. That would be left, I think, maybe? I don't know. We're just going to have to play with this and see what happens, alright? I promise nothing. So let's go R and T. And maybe we'll want slower rotation speed. have a little bit of precision. We probably want to do that for the other one as well. And, you know, let's up this a little bit, 90-ish. I'm not going to worry about being too precise with it, but there we go. Alright, let's see if this works. Actually, no, let me go here and turn this down just a little bit as well. There we go. Let's test things, because everything's going to go horribly wrong, because that is how it works. Oh, that goes too fast. That definitely goes too fast. Okay, let's turn this down even further. Like 0.1. Okay, let's go with that. Is that better? That is much better. We might actually get through this now. I mean, no promises, but it might happen. I'm seeing more things I want to do, but I'm just going to fight it. I'm going to fight it. We'll just move forward now. So we want to get these lumber things up here. So let's see if we can put it right in front of us here. Alright. Let's get closer so we can kind of have an idea of what we're doing here. And, oh, I made things backwards, but it's okay. We'll get through this. Maybe we can just drive into it. There we go. Now is the moment of truth. Can we lift this without everything breaking? Let's go slow. Okay. We're just going to go really slow with this. It'd probably actually be less force if I actually lifted it all the way up. But that might be a little bit too intelligent. And we only had to do one of them. That is not bad at all. I'm actually quite surprised. Alright, let's do the next zone here. What do we have to do to kill 80% of the sheep? Well, if all we have to do is kill sheep, we actually have to climb here. So that seems an important thing to work on. So let's modify our contraption here. I don't think we need the catapult, the crane stuff anymore, so let's get rid of that. I'm kind of wishing I saved this before I did all that. Alright, you know, just to be thorough, I'll save it. Primitive, we'll just, you know, it's all primitive because I'm making it. So crane. There we go. If we need it again, we'll have it. Alright, let's go back to deleting everything. It might be better to just, you know, start over, but we'll see how this goes. Okay. So how are we going to climb up onto these platforms? I'm thinking having some kind of suspension might be helpful for something like that. I'd also like to go back to having my drills for killing things, because I think they're just super easy and handy. Not gonna lie. And it's like, you know, they're all set, and they'll kill anything right in front of us. I think that's super handy. Okay. So I think an easy thing to do here is get rid of these wheels. And we'll just add a quick and dirty suspension by putting a, just put a block there. Or, alright, I'm not going to fuss with it, but I think I would do something a little bit differently otherwise. But I don't want to sit here all day being fussy. I will just deal. Now, we will get through this. I will sacrifice for all of you. Okay. Let's go into mechanical make. We need a suspension. There we go. I just had an idea. We're going to do it like this because I think it'd be fun like this. But we're going to have a lowrider, essentially. There we go. That'll work. Let's put the wheels back on here. Large wheel. And I want to go into these and set them up so that they toggle. There we go. Toggle. Toggle there. And a little toggle here. There we go. Alright. If everything works out, we can bounce around. There we go. We got a little suspension now. Well, I have to keep it low to actually kill the sheep. But we might be able to actually climb. I'm hopeful. Actually, we might be too high to kill the sheep now. I don't know. We can try like this. Because I can just hit them with the tires and it gets things done. I'm worried if we drop our drills that they'll actually hit stuff as we try to climb up the platforms. And then we won't actually be able to climb, which would kind of defeat the purpose of having the suspension. So we'll just run into things with our wheels for a moment. I know. I put the spinning spikes of death for no reason. Possibly. We'll see. They might prove useful after all. Let's pop our suspension up. No, I don't want to... No, let me go up here. I want to go up there. Oh yeah, this is so easy to get up here now. I don't know if we would have gotten up without the suspension. So let's just go down again, just real quick. If we can manage that. We may not be able to manage that. We may not be that skilled. Oh god, let's just go forward. We don't have to know. Oh, that ain't gonna work. This is too wide of a vehicle for that. But I think that's it for this episode, folks. Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, hit the subscribe button if you're new. Hit the like button if you liked it. Leave comments below and let me know what you guys want. What'd you like? What didn't you like? What do you want to see? Let me know. I want to know. Alright, I'll see you guys next time.